Hello, I'm Luke Nella and welcome to Best Replays of the Week. In this episode we have a powerful M7, a Top Gun with 2 combat logs, and an E75 doing just about everything. Let's get to it. We'll open with a scout game from the EU region. Chapatatai heads out in a Panzerkampfwagen 4 Schmarto, ending up on Malinavka. What do you do when the matchmaking goes like this? I guess it's time to see if this tank can scout. Down to the swamp we go. Is this bush big enough to hide behind? Looks like it is. That's a lot of tanks lit up at least. Once upon a time, every Panzer IV could mount the Schmartum turret. It remains as strong as ever, but the rest of the tank is very soft in comparison. Ouch! Chapatatai needs to find cover, and fast! It's hard to spot anything from here, but at least the rocket's keeping our scouts alive. Chapatatai peeks out, revealing an STA-1, and watches as Allies blows it to smithereens. The Super Pershing doesn't die quite as neatly, but the end result is the same. The game is almost over, but maybe there's still a chance to do some damage. Unfortunately, the IS-3 is too well armored, and the IS-U dies before Chapatatai can have a go. It's over. Now at first glance that probably looked like a survival exercise, but Chapatatai actually spotted 10 enemies, and got over 6,000 in assistance. Not bad from the Schmartum scouts. Our Top Gun replay comes from the Asian servers and features the ISU-122S tank destroyer commanded by La 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 Ha. The ISU is not a subtle machine. It brings to the table a quick-firing 122mm gun and a couple of wooden logs. Then again, what else do you need for a Top Gun game? Lala pushes the Tiger up to speed and opens the hunting season with an Onai Chaffee kill. Following the Tiger into the city leads the ISU to the next victim, an OI prototype. Taking an Oni head-on seems like a bad idea, so Lala goes looking for softer prey, like these guys. 2 shots and 2 more kills. The big bad Oni is almost dead, but it still gets a hit in before dying. The ISU tears into the rest of the enemy force, and when the dust clears, the kill tally is up to 8. Lala heads back towards the capture zone, watching as Ally symbols wink out on the map, one after another. There are 2 Kappas in the circle. The ARL gives up its single hit point easily enough, but the T-43 manages to damage the gun. Oh well, that's what the repair kit is for. A rival Soviet TD comes out on top in a clash, so our ISU pulls away. Then enemy artillery comes close to ending the Top Gun's run. Let's try that again, little cousin. The arty joins in once again, but this time Lala is firmly in control. The opponent doesn't give up, but the ISU's quick reload speed carries the day. Nice try, arty, but you're next. The little AMX leads the way, but it's Lala who ends the game with that 12th kill. This was pretty straightforward, but 12 kills with this poorly armored box is a nice achievement. There's also something very satisfying about the bark of that 122mm boomstick. Staying on the Asian servers, we have Name Was Stolen stress level as Defender in an M7. The game is a tier 7 encounter on Runeberg, and the M7 looks pretty small and weak in this lineup. The game starts with a spot of short-range scouting, and with stress level scoring the first kill of the match. Skipping ahead a little, we can see that enemies are taking control of the city. The M7 peeks around a corner to harass a Tiger Porsche, pulling back when it starts looking annoyed. Maybe it's worth another go. Okay, no, it really wasn't. Stress level relocates and starts dismantling an AFK Cromwell. The M7 evades an incoming SPG shell, but doesn't stop firing until the target is dead. The Hummel is still there, and it's too busy firing to seek cover. After the SPG is dead, stress level goes looking for more. The Grillier is facing the wrong way and unable to fight back. The last arty is here as well, but the Defender is more worried about the capture bar. The Gunner does his best while on the move, but finishing it off will have to wait. The capture gets to 77% before the reset. Stress level pretends to leave, doubles back, and puts another 2 shells into the Sturre Immel. That should do it. The defender drives away, and an allied SPG finishes the job. Now what though? The opponents are down to a single tank, but it's an IS in perfect repair. The defender tries to coordinate an attack with the SPG. Although the 57mm gun does cause some damage, the artillery strike misses. Here I am, come get me. The 2-minute warning sounds as the player turns down the wrong alley. Luckily, the IS doesn't get a chance to fire. Time is running out. It's now or never. Stress level charges the heavy, surviving a cannon blast which seems to miss by inches. The deadly carousel turns, holding the IS in place. Anytime now, Artie? Are you there? The SPG fires and misses. It's all down to the defender. APCR shells keep punching through, and the damage mounts up. In the end, the heavy bursts into flames, and the game is over. The M7 has some good attributes, but it's not a powerful tank. I sure didn't expect to see one pulling off a defender carry in a Tier 7 game. Well played, stress level. Moving on, we have a crucial contribution featuring an E75 heavy tank. Despite the name, Swiss 1809 plays on the American servers and probably isn't 207 years old either. The battleground is Malinov, and the enemy scouts dash across the field right at the start. Swiss puts a shell into the remaining Black Dog and gets to work dismantling an American autoloader. The E75 is in its element here, shrugging off incoming fire like a wall of steel. At long last, the enemy blows up, and Swiss is free to push forward. An Su-152 gets spotted, and Swiss picks it off without slowing down. Dropping down to the water's edge gives some cover, and allows for a stealthy approach to the next victim. The T-34 holds on for a while, but a strange tactical choice makes it an easy kill in the end. There's another SU tank destroyer guarding the base as well, but not for long. The Tortoise is a more serious foe, but it goes down easily with a bit of teamwork. The opponents are a few points in the lead, and Swiss needs to keep up the pressure. The E75 bounces some more enemy fire before claiming the next couple of kills. The early T-54 is at full health, and could be a difficult opponent if it gets too close. Swiss has two other opponents to worry about as well, so this will not be easy. The damage is starting to mount up, and Swiss needs perfect hull angling. At least the rocks are blocking the fire from the unseen attacker. An ally finishes off the T-29, and the T-54 seems unwilling to try its luck. The unseen attacker is revealed as a pattern, and Swiss ends the threat with a single shot. T-54, your time has come. 2 shots, and the enemies are down to a single heavy tank. The E-75 settles into the circle and waits for the allied scout to light up the rival Kappa. Might as well try a few unarmed shots while waiting on the scout. Amazingly, the second one connects, resetting the capture from 79%. The Oni is out of render range, but it doesn't really matter. The capture bar reaches 100 and the game is over. Just look at those awards! Steel Wall, Defender, Invader, with a Radley Walters on top. We expect a lot from an E-75 on top tier, and this game certainly delivered. Excellent work, Swiss. The last replay of the episode comes from the EU region, where a platoon of 3 lead the fight on Fisherman's Bay. Tesla and Urusar arrive on the battlefield with artillery pieces, while Mercy drives an AMX 1390 as a fighting scout. Mercy parks the 90 in a bush, and the SVGs get ready to lay down some fire. Urusar spots a cockroach and steps on it, opening the kill tally. Tesla zeroes in on the enemies near Mercy and drops the hammer on an AMX CDC. That's 2. Urusar dies to counter battery fire, and we can't even show it since we don't have the third replay. Tesla's Bachatelion 15558 will have to work twice as hard now. Mercy goes forth to do battle, and claims the scalp of a rival 1390. The platoon mates relocate to better positions. Mercy spots a comatose KV-4, and Tesla removes it from the battlefield. The AMX presses on, narrowly avoiding a shot from a Waffenträger. Tesla unloads 3 shells on the target, but only 1 connects. The enemy arty is hiding in the northeastern corner, and Mercy goes for them like a fox in a henhouse. The autoloader barks, turning war machines into burning scrap. Tesla waits for the reload, with finger on the trigger. The first shell strikes a Foch, and Mercy arrives to finish the job. The second shot finishes off the massive Jagdpanzer, and this side of the map is now clear of enemies. An IS-7 is spotted, and it takes out the last remaining ally. Tesla unloads the rest of the magazine on it, but misses the finishing shot. One SPG and a 1390 against 4 tier 10s? This will be quite a challenge. The E4 comes into view and is almost at full health. The platoon waits on their reloads as they prepare the ambush. The AMX peeks out and tracks the powerful enemy. While its attention is on the scout, Tesla charges in with an automatic shotgun. The first shell misses, but the next two strike home with devastating effect. An E5 comes to avenge its teammate, but Tesla steps on the accelerator and is gone in a flash. Mercy pounces on the E5, taking a serious hit, but the game is now 2 versus 2. Unfortunately, Mercy is boxed in by the IS-4 and an IS-7 somewhere in the rear. Tesla predicts the second heavy's approach, aims for the spot, and blows it up as soon as it climbs into view. The IS-4 is almost dead, so Tesla drops the hammer and puts it out of its misery. Good game. Wow, really nice work, guys. We'll be rewarding Tesla and Mercy since they both uploaded replays for this amazing game. Ursa played a part as well, and therefore gets an honourable mention. That's all for this episode. I actually have a soft spot for the M7, as I felt it was the first British tank in the game with a 6-pounder. You can see with my North American account. I'm Luke Neller, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.